Hey, what is going on, guys? This is Jason with Jadren Aquatics coming to you with another fish room update. A lot of changes have been made, so I wanted to walk you guys through and let you see everything that is currently going on. This thing is just a never-ending, changing, alive fish room. So first of all, let's start right here. So you guys may remember these two rows right here used to have 18 tins on this side, which are still there, and then the 18 tins that were over here, I took all of those down. You probably all remember that, but I finally got other tanks back up. Kept going to the Petco $1 a gallon sale. I don't have a truck, so I can only get one at a time, so I picked up 4 more 40s, as you can see right here. We've got one that is sort of set up, and the other two painted and plumbed, but no water and no substrate in those yet. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do. If you guys got any ideas of what you think I should do, one of the suggestions that I got that I am going to do is someone wanted me to do shell dwellers. They wanted me to do one of the more rare ones, and I don't know the scientific names because I never know the scientific names, so I'm not sure exactly which one is. So I'm gonna talk to Paige at Texas Aquatics and see what he can order for me. So I'm gonna have one full tank of just shell dwellers. The other 2 tanks, don't know exactly what I'm doing yet. You guys got some ideas, let me know. Well, actually 3 tanks that are empty right now. Okay, so let's move on over here to the next project that we had going on. That is this new stand right here. So the funny thing is about this stand is originally, again, I had 36 10-gallon tanks. I took 18 of them down because I kind of got tired of them. I mostly had guppies in them, so I didn't figure like I needed them anymore. The fish seemed to do better in 20s or above. Then I got into shrimp. And so all of these tanks, all 18 of these tanks, all have shrimp in them. I filled them up and I need more. So that's where this stand came in. I decided to build another stand. Before, I used to have the air conditioner sitting here with kind of a small table. Instead, I have now come over here and I have built a shelf here that the air conditioner now sits on. And once I got that shelf built, it opened up a whole lot more space that I originally was gonna put 2 more 40s in, but since I'm so crazy into shrimp now, I decided to put 12 tins in. So that's the stand that I just built. It's got 3, 3, 3, and 3 up here. It's basically about the same height as these. So to get into the top of the tank is really no different from that one to the next. One of the things that I did do a little bit different to give myself a little bit more room, instead of using 2x4s on the front, I used 1x1s. That way it gives me, you know, a whole extra inch right here to have more space to get my hand in there or to get the net in there. And so it made it really easy. I think I had to buy 2 tanks. And the reason that I had to buy 2 tanks is because this thing was such a tight fit that I had to turn the 2x4s, instead of turning them this way in the back, I had to turn them this way in the back, which caused problems with the tanks that are on that side. They couldn't be drilled on the right side like all of these are. They had to be drilled on the left side, and all of my tanks were drilled on the right side. So I had to buy 2 of those tanks and re-drill them so that they would fit on that side to get the entire thing full. But all the rest of the tanks were ones that I took down from the other side, so that made it really, really easy. They were already drilled, painted, and ready to go. So I just had to clean them out and put them back here, which was nice because I bought a storage building a while back. You guys may remember, back out in the back, and where I've started storing some of my extra tanks, and it was full of tins. But once I got these out of there, there's only like 4 or 5 that are left in there now. So that is that stand. I've got shrimp in 2 of these tanks so far, but the plan is to have all of these with shrimp, except for this one. I'm kind of trying a different project on how to raise up angelfish fry and hatch the eggs. I'll do a video on that later, but that's what this first tank right here is. I'm using shrimp alongside it to kind of try something a little bit different, but we'll do a video about that a little bit later. And then around this corner, I have some cinder block shelves And what I've done on these is I've just made it, there's just enough room to get two 55 gallons here. So I got two 55 gallon tanks that aren't set up yet. One of them I'm going to leave open because the idea is going to be once it gets too cold outside in the pond, I'll disassemble the pond and I'll bring all the fish out of the pond and put it into this 55 gallon tank and then decide what it is that I'm going to do with those. Okay, so that's the different projects that I currently have going. These are kind of cool. I haven't shown these yet. These are called shocking pink endlers. These colors on these things are really, really cool. This is another one where I bought a whole bunch and I don't really need this many. So I'm probably going to sell these. If you guys are interested in some of these, let me know. I don't know what I'm going to do them for yet, but these males, just the color, they look more orange. I don't know if it's the light or what it is, but whatever. They're called shocking pinks. All right, here's something that I had going on also. You guys may remember that I had pond leeches in this snail tank, and I kept noticing them and I would pick them out. So what I decided to do, I did a little research and I found out that these three-spotted gouramis really seem to like to eat these leeches. And so I went ahead and picked up 4 of these guys, and the leeches love to hide underneath the sponge filter. So I went ahead and raised the sponge filter so there's no place for them to hide underneath. And within about 4 or 5 days, I have not seen one single leech anywhere. So I think these guys have absolutely eaten all of them. So they've done a fantastic job getting rid of that problem. I'm extremely happy to see that problem go. Even though the cool thing about it is they're not blood leeches, you know, they don't suck blood, but I'm like, don't like leeches. But these things have helped me to get over my fear because I like handle them all the time now. I'm sometimes a little bit nervous, like when I'm pulling them out. Some of them are kind of small. I'm afraid like one might be left on my finger, and when I go to eat dinner and didn't wash my hands or something, that I may eat a leech. But I'm pretty sure the gastric acid would kill it, but still the thought of eating a leech, not real pleasant. And in this tank right here, as you can see, the lights are out on it. All you can do is see, you can see just a reflection. This is a 40-gallon breeder that I have that has the leopard frog plecostomus in it, and some cories and stuff. This is the one where the hair algae was absolutely insane. I've had the lights out on this for about 4 or 5 days now. I'm trying that approach to try to get rid of this hair algae once and for all, because this hair algae is so thick. It's not like a normal algae. It's like a netting. So you'll see the cories go through it and literally just get caught in it like they've been netted. And I can't pull it out fast enough. I have some mono shrimp in there that will eat some of it, but there's no way they can possibly keep up with the quickness it grows. So I'm hoping lights out for a few weeks will fix that problem. All right, so there you go. There is the update on the fish room. It looks like for now I don't have a lot of projects going on. I've kind of finished up most everything. I've just got some few tanks that I got to get filled, and but they're all plumbed, and I got to set up a drip system on a few of them. On all those 10-gallon ones, those are all drilled, and I went ahead and set up overflows. I usually don't do that on shrimp tanks, but since they were all already drilled, I figured it'd be just as easy to pipe it all up, so anytime I want to use that feature, I can. Plus it makes it nice if you accidentally overfill them. You don't have to worry about them pouring out. Instead, they'll go right down the drain. And so the only space I have left right now is just a small space that is back in the back. That one I haven't decided what I'm doing yet. I actually bought a 50-gallon lowboy because I just thought it was cool, but I haven't decided exactly what in the world I'm going to do with it. I may set that up there, and I may make some stands that hold maybe 3 or 4 of those things, or maybe I'll just make a stand that just holds one of them. I don't know. But that's the only space that I currently have left. I can't expand anymore. The only way I'm ever going to be able to expand after this is we're going to have to move. And I don't like saying that out loud because my wife would love to move, but the thought of having to take all of these tanks down and move fish sounds horrible. But having a big, nice a fish room that's actually out by itself in its own building sounds absolutely fantastic. That's my dream to have one day. but I don't know what the timeline looks on that. All right, so thanks again, guys. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, be sure and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that like button. If you have a comment or a question, be sure and leave that down below, and I'll get back to you just as soon as I can. So thanks again, guys, and God bless.